Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're reacting to I Tried Restaurants Inside Gas Stations by Dylan. Yeah, Dylan. Have you ever been to those restaurants inside of gas stations? I actually personally never been there. I only get well, in Europe I usually get a hot dog in there and the cafe area of the gas station, not fast food, but yeah, that's that. But in America there's whole ass restaurants apparently. So let's find out how they are literally, right now. Let's go.
Gas stations are known for having some of the worst food on the planet. Sure, it's cheap and easy to grab on the go, but the chances of it making you sick seem pretty high. However, I've recently learned that there are some gas stations with full-on hidden restaurants inside them.
Wait, you mean we're not talking about the cafe area of the gas station? We're talking about a full-blown restaurant, what's a good example? Michelin star,
Allegedly serving up delicious food. I'm not quite sure I believe that, which is why in this video I'll be eating at a few gas station restaurants and putting them to the test to find out once and for all if the best food in town is somewhere you'd least expect.
Okay.
Alrighty everyone, I've made it to the first spot of the day, and hidden inside this unassuming Shell gas station is a restaurant known as Montes Burrito. Established in 1998, as the name suggests, they specialize in burritos. But apparently they do take things up a notch by using homemade flour tortillas.
That's actually interesting when you see Shell and then you see a full-ass restaurant, It's interesting, okay?
Which I don't think you'd expect from a place like this. To be honest, a gas station burrito sounds like the thing that would make me aggressively sick. But the thing is, the most common type of restaurant found in a gas station is a Mexican spot. I'm not entirely sure if that serves as a guarantee for the food being good, but I am about to find out.
Okay. That is quite the banging music, not gonna lie. Okay.
Y'all, I think this is it. After walking past the typical gas station in
Bro, there's so much color here. I literally got my eyes literally blurred the moment he started showed the camera at the pan,
interior, I was surprised to see a full restaurant counter with an open kitchen, actual seating, awards on the wall, and even a line of people waiting to order. Now it appears they do have quite a few different options to choose from, and although I am not a detective, I can only assume that the thing to get here is the burrito bearing the restaurant name. So that's what I'm gonna get. I'll admit, I was a bit hesitant to place my order at first, but I figured there had to be a reason these types of restaurants are in gas stations everywhere. See, Mexican food, at least in the US, has always met people where they worked and traveled. From taco trucks pulling up to job sites, to the women selling food in the plazas of San Antonio over 100 years ago. It seems like the gas station is just the newest version of that. All right, everyone, my burrito has officially...
Man did 10 seconds of American history related to tacos and burritos.
And while I wait, now is about time to let y'all know that I'll be judging every place I visit today based on two very simple things: how much the food costs, and how tasty it is.
The usual, the cost to taste ratio. It could be very cheap, but it could taste very mid, but it's still edible, so you're gonna rate it higher, Or it could be very expensive and it could taste mid, so you're gonna rate it lower because you could get so many other better things for the same price, basically. The logic here.
Find out whether or not these restaurants are actually...
Also, something went wrong. Go to Amazon.com.
gas. Yeah, I know that was bad. I'm gonna go get my food now.
Okay.
Awesome. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate it. Ladies and gents, I am back in my car because unfortunately the restaurant is a little tiny and I felt awkward doing a food review in there. But don't worry, the burrito has been acquired. I would like to eat this before it gets cold, so let's unwrap this thing.
Wait, actually, pause. Imagine taco shells on Shell. You get it? Taco shells on Shell because it's Shell, the gas station, and you could get taco shells, Huh? Smart. That feels so cringe, but whatever. Okay.
Not too shabby. Again, the one I got
looks decent. Wait, would I even eat it? Wait, pause. Bacon, sausage, okay, that's fine. Egg. Okay, there is no egg version. There is a no egg version. Okay, so that is actually fine. I could eat the no egg version basically, because I'm a very special case, very rare human being. I cannot eat eggs. Yeah, they make me sick.
Burrito, which I believe is classified as a breakfast item since it comes with bacon, sausage, egg, cheese, and potatoes. They also gave me 2 different salsas to use. We got a green one and a red one. In total, this burrito came out to around $5.49. When I take into account the
I wonder if the green sauce is like jalapeno, mint, and stuff.
I feel like that's not too bad of a price. Although this burrito does...
Pause. $5.49, so that's like, oh, that is pretty expensive when you convert it to like my broke country money. But for American, that shouldn't be expensive. That's like maybe like half of the minimum wage, you know? Because I heard the minimum wage is very, very low, like around $13, I think.
Into account the portion size, I feel like that's not too bad of a price. Although this burrito does look and smell good, at the end of the day, it still is just a burrito from a gas station, so I'm not entirely sure why people rave about it so much, but there's only one way to find out. Let's give this a try. Gonna go with the red salsa first, since I think this is the less spicy one. Pour a little on top.
Okay.
Cheers.
That is a big bite. This bro could demolish this thing in 3 bites if he tried. Maybe 4.
Okay. Now I want to try with the green salsa.
Okay.
Hey, yo, this is actually really good. I am quite surprised. See, normally I'm not actually the biggest fan of breakfast burritos because...
I mean, looking from the top down, like the cross-section of the burrito here, it does look pretty decent, honestly. Like, it looks very edible. And that's a statement here, because, like... I rarely find things that through looking at them edible, you know?
I feel like they tend to be too eggy most of the time. That is not the case with this breakfast burrito. Somehow you can still taste all of the individual ingredients. The bacon's nice and crispy, the eggs are fluffy and seasoned well. It's got the meatiness of the sausage buried somewhere in there. And you can't forget the homemade tortilla. It's thin, soft, and not overly chewy like the store-bought ones. I really did not think I would like this, but I am very pleasantly surprised. This would genuinely be a great breakfast to grab on the go on your way to work. Well, there you go. I absolutely crushed that. Now that I am officially done with my meal, it is finally time to decide whether Montez Burrito is gas or a pass.
No, that's quite the segment here, you know? I think it's probably gas, in my opinion. It looks like gas. He ate it like very fast, so it's probably gas.
Y'all like that? Pretty proud of myself. Because it rhymes. Based on the fact that the burrito was solid, the salsas are great, and like I said before, the handmade tortillas make a huge difference. Personally, Montez Burrito is most definitely gas.
Yeah.
Some of y'all might think I'm hyping them up too much, but at the end of the day, $5.49 for that, that's a great deal no matter how you look at it.
I mean, for American, yeah, probably.
So I've now made...
Americans watching, okay. Is that expensive? Is $5.69 expensive? Wait, was it $69? I think it was $69. It's like nearly $6 pretty expensive, okay? Is it or is it not? Because like I have no idea. Because you know I think of like the lowest, you know, people working in like the worst jobs but getting paid the lowest amounts of money, you know. Also Chevron.
To a pretty interesting restaurant known as John's Backyard Grill. It's in the back of this Chevron. Apparently this place has been around since 2008, and a bunch of different Dallas magazines have written articles about them. But despite the many accolades, the reviews are quite divisive. With Todd calling the place an overpriced, smelly ripoff, Daniel saying that the meat was dry, the lettuce was limp, and that it was barely edible, not to mention some reviews that were so bad they got removed for breaking Yelp's terms of service.
What?
So is eating here a good idea? I'm not
What can I say so bad that you get removed? Imagine.
entirely sure. But like always, it's better to let the food speak for itself. Hello. How do I get to John's? Oh, just back there? Okay, cool. Thank you. Appreciate it. Now, according to my sources, aka the internet, the most interesting thing about John's isn't the reviews or the awards. It's that the gas station they're in has completely changed names since they opened. What's currently a Chevron used to be a Shell.
Okay.
Yet John's has stayed the exact same. so I can confirm it does look like this place has been here for a while. The inside honestly gave off more of a dive bar vibe than a restaurant, with the sheet metal walls, a little bar lined with stools, and a menu with way more options than you'd expect. Now I believe the thing to get here is their Mexican burger, which costs a little over $9, kind of on the expensive side if you ask me. And according to D Magazine, it's recommended to get the burgers here medium rare with an extra slice of cheese. So I placed my order, and of course, I had to pay using my beautiful Chime card, especially because when I go out to eat, I get cash back. If you don't know what Chime is, they're actually America's #1 choice for banking, offering a smarter way to manage your money.
So is that like the American Revolut?
They're also the sponsor of today's video. Thank you. With the Chime card, you also get 5% cash back in a category of your choice, whether it's groceries, gas, dining, travel,
great, fantastic.
More. You can even change the category every month to fit your lifestyle.
Food.
I just get cash back on food because Chime also
yeah,
lets
food.
2 days early with direct deposit, and your funds are FDIC insured through Chime's bank partners, so you can rest easy knowing your money is secure. Right now, you can get up to a $350 bonus with Chime exclusively through my link down in the description box below, or this QR code on screen. Again, that's up to a $350 bonus.
I don't know how to. Whenever I react and I see ad, I don't know if I should skip it or should I watch it fully. I'm like so confused when I do that because I don't watch people reacting to stuff. I don't do that. I don't have time to do that. I do react myself. But whenever I'm like in a situation where I see ad, I'm like, do I skip it? Do I watch it? What do I do with this? I'm confused.
That's plus 5% cash back with Chime, so make sure you use my link down in the description or by scanning this big old QR code. Boom, ad read over, and y'all, my burger has been acquired. Now, in case anyone is wondering where I'm suddenly at, well, it turns out that this
those fries, they look this decent. They look good, okay? The burger, on the other hand, I don't think so. Looking from this perspective here, it doesn't look appetizing, okay? Like, I would be scared of touching that thing. Also, it's using a sweet brioche, I think. There's a sweet brioche, I think, maybe. I'm not sure.
Restaurant actually has, like, this huge outdoor patio area behind it. I was not expecting this from a gas station, but I do understand why the place is called John's Backyard now. I found the backyard. I also want to mention that it does not smell like a dump inside or outside of this place, so I'm not entirely sure what the heck Todd was on, but I feel like he was mad for no reason. Anyways, here we have John's Backyard Grill's Mexican burger. The burger itself comes with pepper jack cheese, gallo, avocado, lettuce, tomato, mayo, and jalapeno. Honestly, when I first saw
the whole list itself doesn't like sound bad, but the way it's presented, it doesn't look good to me. Not enough, you know. Not AI generated enough, I think.
I did think it was a bit expensive, but after seeing everything that it comes with, that price does make a lot more sense. Oh, and it also comes with a heaping portion of seasoned fries, which I most definitely have to try, like, right now. Cheers.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Those are some very yummy fries. They are seasoned beautifully, and I was not expecting them to be lemon pepper flavored. That is very tasty. I do wish they were a little crispier since they're more on like the potato-y side, but flavor-wise, these are fantastic. Now let's try this burger.
Okay.
Bro, this thing is huge. Again,
I mean, yeah, it is huge, but like, I don't think size compensates for quality when it comes to burgers, okay?
Take this into account, the price, not so bad. Now, although this exceeds all expectations from what you'd imagine a gas station burger looking like, I am very curious how it compares to all of the other burgers I've tried in this city. Let's find out. Cheers.
Bro, the music.
Dude, not only is this burger spot on, but I don't think I've had a burger with like this much stuff going on in it. The first thing I want to note, and I'm not sure why I didn't notice this just by looking at it, but even though the burger itself is quite large, I guess the patty was smashed because it has that nice like crispy texture to it, which I am a big fan of. Smash burger supremacy all the way. The mayo avocado combo adds richness to the entire thing, and the pico tastes super fresh, adding that nice touch of acidity. Look at that. I'm spitting right now. Suddenly I can describe food. Now my one critique is that I did ask for it medium rare, but as y'all can see, it's not. I feel like I can give them a pass on that though because the meat is still super juicy. Overall, very solid, and I think I might have found my new go-to burger spot.
Okay, that's interesting.
Whew. Okay.
I guess you shouldn't judge book by its cover, you know? Who knew?
Based on the fact that I pretty much devoured this entire thing, I believe it's safe to say that this is a great burger. With that being said, despite how delicious the food here is, this all by itself is not the only reason why John's Backyard Grill has been alive for so long. It's really the people running the place. See, for every bad review, there's like 10 other good ones from customers who've been coming here for years, with their reason for sticking around being very obvious. If I haven't made myself clear enough, John's Backyard Grill is most definitely gas.
I feel like because there is a variety of like, there's a variety of things this restaurant has going for it. Like, there's a lot of like things on the menu. There will be people dissatisfied by the quality of certain items on the menu list, basically. Certain positions on the menu, because you cannot have high quality of everything. Like, okay, they could have high quality burgers, right? They could have those because it's a grill place, you know, Burgers Grill, America, yeah. But then when you have like other things, it could be like, you know, kind of mid. Like, for example, if you have like pretty bad tortilla, then you have you know, then you will not have a good burrito, for example, you know. If you have like, they have decent meat, I guess. Like in my opinion, also looking at the technique, like the technique, quote unquote, looking at how the you know, meat inside looked, that meat was pretty decent. You know, it looked very good. So yeah, they know how to do meat. But maybe like, you know, maybe somebody is like light food. You know, maybe this was a bit too, you know, fat, oily. I'm talking about the Americans, to be honest. I don't think Americans are like this specific when it comes to food. I don't think they are like European-esque where they go like, this is too fat, too heavy for me. Oh, I don't think Americans are like that, but like, you know, that's a good example. Some people are very sensitive to the sense of smell, so maybe like something did smell off to them, and they just said it smelled like dump, exaggerated. Some people like, I would say like, very rarely, but some people are very like, you know, they have very good sense of taste and they can like taste everything, and maybe like things don't really go well together sometimes in some of the items they like had on the menu, or like they still have, maybe, you know. Like, I feel like for every like positive, for every negative comment, there could be a justification that is like very personalized. So you know, like for me, for example, I wouldn't be able to eat the burger this guy literally like ordered. I would be like, avocado, stuff. Or I'm more of a like, you know, simpler kind of guy. Like, I'm like meat, bacon, cheese. What else? More meat, maybe pickles. You know, maybe pickles. Lettuce, yeah, lettuce, sure. No tomato. Okay, I'm pretty simple kind of guy. I'm like, avocado. I don't think so. You know, mango. I don't think so either. Have you even seen a burger with a mango? I seen it like a couple of times, and I was like, doesn't look good. I don't think the sweetness is worth it. You know.
So I finally arrived at the next location, and inside the Valero behind me is a place known as Tropical Finger Licking Restaurant.
Okay.
I promise, I am not joking. That is the actual name of this next restaurant.
That is quite the name. That is quite the name, honestly.
Anyways, there is absolutely no information online about when this restaurant first came to be, so all I know is that they specialize in African cooking, and they have a perfect 5 stars on Google. I've only had African food one other time in my life, but I do know that the dishes themselves are very difficult to make. How it's possible to run a restaurant like this out of a gas station? I have no idea, but let's go find out.
Honestly, when it comes to like African food, I have like no idea. I literally have no idea how African food looks, tastes, or anything. Like, I will hardly comment on this. I will comment on this from like my perspective of like, you just like seeing it, you know, mostly probably, because, you know, I never tasted African food. I've never been to Africa.
Not only is this place inside a gas station, it's also right next to a tire shop. Never seen that before. Hello. Is this where the tropical finger licking restaurant is? Yeah. Oh, it's over here. Okay, cool. Hello. So unlike Montez and John's, the restaurant setup here was a bit different. Maybe it's because the entire gas station as a whole was smaller than the others, but I noticed there was no seating, and instead, they operate on takeout only. As for food, rather than having like a gigantic menu, it seems like you just grab what you want out of this glass case, which is very convenient. I did ask for recommendations though, since I'm still fairly new to African food, and I wanted to make sure I got the good stuff. Once that decision was made, the total came out to around $32, which definitely is the most expensive meal I'm having so far. Hopefully it's worth it. All right, everyone, the food has been acquired, and I'm gonna say it right here, right now. My car smells so good. Now, the dude at the restaurant, who I believe may also be the owner of the place, was extremely nice and recommended that I get their suya, which, for those of y'all who don't know, suya is a traditional Nigerian dish dating back centuries, consisting of smoke-grilled spiced meat on a skewer, and it's literally one of the most popular dishes across West Africa.
That is like a, you know, kebab, shashlik kind of thing. Okay.
I did not get this dish the last time I had African food, so I am very excited to try it for the first time. So without further ado, let's open this bad boy up.
Okay.
Dude, what? I have so many different thoughts racing around my brain right now. I cannot believe what I'm holding in my hands is coming out of a gas station. This is crazy. As y'all can see, this suya looks absolutely delicious. And I actually got two different types. Over here, we have the beef suya, and over here, pork suya.
Okay,
also sells other traditional African dishes like egusi soup and fufu. However, I think you have to order it ahead, which does make sense since that would be quite difficult to make and maintain inside a gas station. Anyways, that's enough yapping. It is time to give this suya a try. First things first, let's try the beef suya. Gonna go ahead and stab it with this little toothpick. Cheers.
I mean, looks like meat. So it tastes like meat. It's probably very like spiced very nicely, I think.
I am so confused right now, guys. That's good. I'll admit, when I first picked up a piece with my toothpick, I thought it was gonna be dry, but it's surprisingly super tender.
Yeah, to be honest, yeah, that's actually quite surprised because it does look quite dry when you look at it from like, you know, visual perspective. Like I'm believing the guy. He's talking stuff, you know, but like it does like look at this. You're looking, okay? Does it look juicy to you? To me, it looks dry. And maybe because I don't really like see this type of food often, but to me it looks pretty dry.
That I would not be able to name, but is delicious. And the outside of the meat has like a really nice char to it. Not bad for my first bite. Now let's try the pork. Bada bing, bada boom. Oh yeah, this is a way bigger bite than before. Why is that also good? This makes zero sense. Just like the beef, the pork suya has so much flavor.
Okay, the question here is, do you think this amount of meat would be worth $32? Because we're talking $32. That's quite a lot, you know? You could get a lot of stuff for that.
I'm tasting peppers, onions. It's got a good amount of salt to it. It's very meaty, which I like. I mean, you can literally see the spices on the meat. My only critique is that it's a little drier than the beef. However, that's not like a make or break. It's still like really good. I genuinely have absolutely no idea how this dish came out of a gas station and why. You know what? Let's go find out.
Okay, oh, we're gonna learn.
I'm back. All right, everyone. So I am now here with
Bovet Maloba. This is Tropical Finger Licking Restaurant.
So I have a few questions for you.
Okay.
First things first, do you make the food in the gas station? Because that's what has been confusing me the entire time.
Yes, we make it right here. You can see we have our oven there.
Bro, that's actually pretty mad. Like proper food made in gas station, made in this thing.
Yeah, we make everything right here.
That is insane. I honestly thought you like made it at like a different kitchen and you brought it in. That is super impressive that you make it out of a gas station.
Yeah, and I make it myself.
Wow. Next question then, why did you decide to open up a restaurant in a gas station? Because normally when you think of food in a gas station, it's not like the best. Why did you choose to make a restaurant here of all places?
Okay, I'm trying to sell a culture. So this is tropical food, and tropical food is not very popular in America. So how do I take it to the people who have to come to where everyday people come easily. Like it's a gas station.
Oh yeah, that's true, because like when you have open a proper restaurant, people will be like, African food. I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure, you know, because that's how I feel whenever I see like a African restaurant. And like, I mean, in Poland you don't see them much. In the UK, you do see them quite often, to be honest. Well, not really that often, but like you do see them sometimes. I'm like, I have no idea what I'm gonna get. I'm gonna go to Domino's. Yeah, that's like what happens. Or like, I'm not sure what I'm gonna get. I'm gonna go to a kebab place, or Indian place maybe, or a Thai place. Like, you know, so something that's like different, but is something that is like within your spectrum of understanding. Because like, for example, like things like Indian food, well, in UK is like very popular, pretty normal. Thai food has become pretty popular nowadays, so you know, kebab is everywhere, you know. so that's that. And then when it comes to like African food, there's like more of a obscure thing. It's like, I'm not sure about that, you know. It's like, unless somebody takes you there, it's like, you are not sure about that. Unless you're like, oh, I'm gonna check it out, yeah. Unless you're like this very experimental person that is like very, you know, like, I like food, I'm gonna eat whatever. Then yeah, that's gonna happen. But like, unless you're like that, then you're probably not gonna go there. So this guy is actually pretty smart, because like, okay, people come in, they'd be like, you know, like food, okay, like they're gonna get a drink from gas station and stuff like that, and then they're gonna think, food, something that smells very nice, I'm gonna get it, you know, like, and then they're gonna be like, okay, this African cuisine here, you know, pretty damn good, I'm gonna come here again, you know, that sort of idea.
I know everybody moves into the gas station, so that's my own way of bringing tropical food to the people.
Got it, dude. That is amazing. Well, that is all the questions I had. It was so nice meeting you. The suya was absolutely amazing. I hope the restaurant flourishes.
Let me salute the viewers. I can see my brother is from Asia. I love Asian people. What I need, those who are from China, what I need. What I chung what means, what jao awi. What I chung what and all like jelly. It's fun. Hiya, it's fun.
I'm not gonna lie. I think at this point he might be more Asian than I am.
How the hell do you speak fluent Chinese? Bro is insane.
Jokes aside, I think it's obvious where I stand on this one. Tropical finger-licking restaurant for sure has my approval.
I still think it's too expensive. What do you think? Do you think it was too expensive? I think it was too expensive.
All right, everyone. So I am now in the car with my beautiful girlfriend, Carrie, and we are currently on a mini road trip, driving about an hour out to eat something that 99% of people say you should never get at a gas station. But I'm doing it anyways. Carrie, do you think this is a good idea, what we are currently embarking on?
Personally, no. It's not my first choice.
Are you willing to try it?
Yes. I wouldn't be driving with you if I wasn't willing.
Oh, really? I brought you along just in case I get sick.
Oh, good. So we'll just get sick together.
Hey, that's couple goals right there. Genuinely, I have no idea what to expect out of this next restaurant, but we will see y'all there.
Okay, so I kind of wonder what he's gonna get. Like, I have no idea.
Ladies and gents, I have finally arrived at the one and only Bristol General.
Bristol. Let's go.
In Bristol, Texas. This unique...
that's not the Bristol I know. The Bristol I know is in the UK. But whatever.
Gas station combo has been around since 2006 and is famous for, drumroll please, sushi.
Oh. Okay, I can see why you're gonna get sick from that. Like, if you prepare sushi very bad, you're gonna very sick. You're gonna be very, very sick.
That's right. I drove all the way out here just to eat gas station sushi. Now, like I said in the car, 99% of people will probably tell you never to eat sushi from a gas station. However, the interesting thing about this place is that they've actually been featured on the Texas Bucket List TV show as one of the things you gotta try. Truthfully, I am very nervous about this one. But
that is actually interesting.
So far, so fingers crossed, this will not either. Let's go inside.
I don't know why, but we're gonna have like another thing that's good. Like, Bro, you cannot be like hitting good places 4 times in a row like that. That's no. You need to show us something bad for comparison, you know.
So I'm really not sure what I expected a gas station famous for sushi to look like, but it wasn't this. Oh, whoa. Inside, it was everything you'd expect from a regular country store. Shelves of chips, fridges filled with drinks, motor oil, cigarettes.
I don't know why, but whenever he pans the camera inside of those gas stations, I don't know, it feels wrong for my eyes. It's like, it goes blurry or something. I don't know. Maybe my eyes are like very low quality or something.
Normal. Then, out of nowhere, you see a lady making sushi. This is like totally unexpected. Now, before I place my order, I think y'all should know how sushi ended up in a gas station like this in the first place. See, back in 2006, a couple from South Korea wanted to open up a regular old sushi restaurant, but couldn't afford one. What they could afford was this place. Then for the next 15 years, the sushi from this spot kept getting amazing reviews until the original couple decided to retire. But instead of shutting the place down or selling it to some restaurant group, they sold it to 2 of their regulars. A couple that loved the place so much, they bought it to keep it alive. Clearly this place means a lot to the people out here, but I still gotta know whether the sushi lives up to the hype. After placing my order, I was told to walk outside into the building next door where their dining room is. And after waiting there for just a short while...
That is quite the diner, I guess. Very American.
Hello.
How are y'all doing?
Fantastic, how are you?
Doing excellent.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Ladies and gents, the gas station sushi has been acquired. I'm scared to open this.
I mean, it doesn't look bad. Yeah.
Right, so here we
I'm with him on the facial expression. I'm like, yeah. No, not bad.
have their rattlesnake roll, which was recommended to me. And over here, 5 pieces of tuna nigiri. Carrie, based on first impressions, what do you think of the sushi?
I don't know if it's just because I'm really hungry, but I think it looks pretty good.
First up, I want to try the roll that was recommended to me, called their rattlesnake roll. According to the menu, this is filled with crab, avocado, fried shrimp, cream cheese, and jalapenos before finally being topped with eel sauce.
Okay. That's quite a lot.
Cheers. I feel like this video is basically going to be a compilation of me just being surprised because this is quite good. This is pretty much like a Philly roll.
So we got another good one. Bro. Next time, if he ever makes a part 2 to this video, he should go to like some bad places. I don't mean like he should be, he should feel some pain. Like no. I feel like, this video is too much positivity.
Crab and cream cheese, but there's also jalapeno in here, which adds a nice little kick. The spice from the jalapeno also pairs pretty well with the eel sauce, since that's kind of sweet. Overall, this is a roll I did not...
Actually, I never had like sushi with eel sauce. I never had eel sauce. I don't know what it's like used for. Interesting.
Mind spending $10 on. Now it's time to try the tuna nigiri. I'm very curious how this is gonna taste because normally when I go to like a fancy sit-down sushi spot, nigiri is like my go-to order. And unlike that rattlesnake roll, this time there is no hiding behind sauces or extra toppings. All that matters for this bite is the rice and the fish.
Okay. I think it's gonna be pretty okay or not okay.
We are literally in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
How on earth did they get fresh tuna?
Okay, yeah. It's okay. Because it looks okay. It looks pretty fatty, Like, this is what you expect.
Try this. What you think?
Honestly, that's pretty good.
The actual cut on the tuna is not sliced in the way you'd see at a 5-star sushi restaurant, but flavor-wise, everything's good. It's a generous portion of tuna. The fish itself was tender. The rice, although not perfectly packed, still had that tiny bit of sweetness. I really wasn't mad about it. This is for sure better than what you'd find at like a grocery store. Now, at the same time, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Is this the best sushi I've had in my entire life?
Obviously not.
I did not expect it to be. But if we take into account that this is coming from a gas station in the middle of nowhere, at that point, it's pretty impressive.
Yeah?
Honestly, going into this...
I mean, that would be pretty impressive, honestly. Like, you go in the middle of nowhere, they say, we have sushi. and you're gonna be like, okay, you have sushi? Let me see. And you're gonna be like, oh, this is pretty good. You know?
Little gas station experiments, I thought I was making a big mistake. But now I'm starting to think myself and many others have judged these places way too fast. Maybe opening a restaurant in a gas station isn't the first choice, but people do it because sometimes it's the only way in.
You know what I'm thinking right now? We need more of this in Europe. Like we have cafe areas in gas stations. That's something that we do, and we don't really have like proper, proper food places, like, proper burger places, proper, like burrito places. I think we need to do that. We should, like, get that here going, in Europe. Because, like, okay, a perspective of someone that has been on many, many trips from UK to Poland via car. If you stop by a gas station, the first thing you're going to notice in Europe, you have to pay for the toilet. The second thing, that unless you're going to stop in like one of those very bad looking toilets on the side of the road in the middle of nowhere when it's scary. Second thing you're going to notice, food expensive, but there's no like decent food inside of the, inside of the gas stations, pretty much. So like if you want decent food or when you're on a road trip in Europe, like, you're gonna need to get out of your way and stop in like proper restaurant, literally. And in some cases, like sometimes in Germany, like, I mean, if you're going through the Autobahn in Germany, that's not happening. That's not happening, honestly. If you're in like France, when you go from Calais to like, Germany, basically, you might find something if you go out of your way. And then when you like enter like Poland, for example, then you're pretty safe. In Poland, you can actually pretty easily find like some random restaurants in the middle of the forest, basically. Like, seen that quite often, honestly. Seen that quite often, because there's like literally you have like restaurant in the middle of like in the middle of a forest, and then there's like a village literally like let's say 20-minute walk away, for example, something like that. But yeah. I think something like this to like European gas stations would be pretty decent. That's what I'm saying,
A way into a new city, a new cuisine, or even just a way
Pause.
to help the local community. Regardless of the reason, I think I have to start visiting restaurants like this more often.
Okay, yeah. Good video. I liked it, I liked the video. Let me leave a like. Did you actually like the video, Look, I have a question. Did you actually enjoy the video? Because I did enjoy the video. It was very tasty. I'm pretty hungry right now. I am very hungry, not gonna lie. I literally ate breakfast, started recording this, right? And then I just like, stopped everything basically. And, well, I'm hungry again, How did we do? Oh, pretty decent, actually. We did pretty decent. So yeah, if you enjoyed the video, leave a like, comment down below, tell me what you thought, and there are links to those videos in the description, obviously, and oh yeah, in the comments you can say what you want to see next time. Yeah. So yeah, see you another time. Goodbye. Actually, that was a pretty bad bye. Goodbye. There we go.